Okay, so let's figure this out. Tonight, WWE pimps out Mick Foley to introduce the Tag Your It belt. Next week, I don't know, maybe we'll have the Monopoly belt. Oh, and also, WWE, down the street from my house is a community college. They have graphic design and creative writing. Do you think maybe we could get one of those things? Just maybe? Let's mark out.
We are going to watch Battlegrounds, drink some Diet Pepsis, and talk about the Ascension.
I'm not angry. What the?
The longest-running weekly, overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
All right, and welcome to episode 401. That's 401 of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Monday Night RAW, the show that we created several years ago to recap and react and talk about WWE's Monday Night RAW. We created it just to talk about that show. You know, we do some news and shit at the end, but just to talk about Raw. That's all we wanted to do on this show. Tuesday night, Smarkdown, our other show, they can talk about SmackDown. But Monday nights, we talk about Raw because we love wrestling and we love Raw. And yet, we're here on a Monday night to talk about Raw kind of hesitantly. Like, we can talk about some stuff, but we'll get to the bullet points. I don't want to shit on everything just yet. I do want to introduce to you my cohorts, my brothers, and Adam. We got Brian. Brian, say hi.
Hey, where was the Ascension in the 24/7 title hunt?
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe they were leap year.
The club was the only tag team allowed there. It's like a reverse wild card rule.
Yep.
Only one tag team is allowed to 24/7 jump.
And there is Adam for everyone, just so you know he's here. Say hi, Adam.
I just did.
Okay.
I'm here.
So if you're joining us on the YouTube Live, the Twitch Live, or Facebook Live, please make sure you subscribe and follow. If you like the video, put the thumbs up. We certainly appreciate that. If you're listening on the podcast, iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, please follow us there. Leave a review and a comment. Let us know how we're doing, what we can do better. But we appreciate you being here with us. We're going to talk Monday Night Raw tonight. We're going to talk some dirt. We got some good dirt sheets.
Got some dirt sheets going.
Yeah, we got some good dirt sheets. We got the awards segment, our Smarkies, like we always do. And we'll talk some NXT as well. But that's pretty much going to be the rundown for this. What you got, Adam?
I want to just say hello to our YouTube Live chat board. Yeah. Anaconda Vice said he got cheap tickets, so he was actually in the house tonight because he's from that place we call Albany.
All right.
Bang Bus GM Stike is here. Frank Coins, welcome back.
Hey, Frank.
Yo, Frank.
Looks like that's the only cats worth mentioning currently.
Good.
You good?
You good? You good? You good?
You good?
All right, so now the segment we call You Good? And I just want to, hey, Matthew, how you doing, bud? Matthew Leporte, I guess is.
What's up, Matt? Matthew.
Matthew. Yes, Matthew. I don't know if he prefers Matt or not.
Right.
So I just want to explain the You Good that we've done now. You Good is just going to be, I bring up, here's a topic that happened tonight, a thing, and these guys are going to say either, yeah, I'm good, and if they're both good, we're just going to move past it. We're not going to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, go listen to somebody else. Or he might say, no, I'm not good, I want to talk about it.
Or instead of listening to somebody else, more than likely we'll be good because you can go back and listen to one of our older episodes,
right,
where we already talked about this and nothing has changed, Rob. So why do we have to change what we already said?
Exactly, and we're also doing this because when SmackDown goes to Friday nights, we're gonna have to consolidate everything on the Mondays. So, you good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not giving up my Friday. I'm good.
All right, I wrote down all my notes for the night. Not necessarily gonna go in order. Should I go in order? I don't know.
Why not?
Let's start with the big one. The big one. Well, the kind of the big one. Not even the big one.
It's a big one.
Do you want to? So you want? Well, which belt? Which one? Which big one are you talking about?
It's an elephant
just
in the
said it.
room.
Yeah, it's a very big elephant.
Let's just get it out the way
it's
then.
a very big green elephant.
It's a big, green, ugly elephant. Okay. The 24/7 champion. You guys good?
No.
I gotta talk about this.
Yeah, we totally got to talk about the 24/7 champion. Hey, so Mick Foley, like I said in the open, comes down and he first. He's really bad at hiding the belt. Right?
was.
Twice.
It just kept
It
slipping.
wasn't even just here.
But you know, it's a good tease because we thought it was the fucking Saudi belt again. So
yeah,
that's good.
That would have been way worse.
So we get the 24.
Best in the world belt.
Right. You get the 24/7 champion, and I'm just like, my two criticisms are: one, how ugly is this belt? And I get you, a belt doesn't even be pretty for a hardcore title, but this isn't a hardcore title. This is
like,
tag.
and it's like forest green or gray. It's not even quite like the greatest Rumble belt.
No.
24/7.
And even compared to even Ring of Honor and NWA, like those ones just like they feel like they mean more. Like even just when you look at them, but like the WWE one, I mean, this is I don't know what they're doing.
I think it's a sad situation that we got so excited about hemp belt.
Yeah.
With turquoise stones in it, and every other belt we're just like, what the hell are you doing?
This is what I wonder. Because who is it that is approving the belts? Because I got to say, and I know they're just how the belt looks, but WWE is the absolute worst when it comes to championship titles.
They really are.
It's fucking so bad. I mean, I would say, what's the last really creatively designed WWE championship belt?
I mean, the UK title isn't.
Oh, no, that's great.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, take NXT out of it because NXT's
so
belts are good too.
Main card,
main
or
roster,
main roster.
Maybe it was the original hardcore title.
the most creative one.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not.
Last good one in my opinion.
Okay.
If you're not counting NXT,
I was looking at just kind of but the hardcore title is just a bunch of belts thrown together, which is fun.
Yeah, it started out as a joke.
I'm just like an actual creative designed belt. I mean, the Winged Eagle is great, right? Most people like that one.
I mean, the first undisputed belt. I like that one.
You like that one?
When they combined them,
Okay.
yeah, after Jericho.
I feel like
Matthew said Stevie Wonder's approving the belts now for WWE.
it must be.
He might be. He very well might be.
I think once Cena got the belt, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah, with the spinners.
Yeah,
and all
it
that
got
stuff.
stupid.
Yeah,
And then Miz locking it upside down as an M.
The problem for me, it's just everything is too literal. Like even with you said, the U.S. belt, like they have to make it red, white, and blue on there. Like
Right.
you don't have to do that. You can just do little subtle things to make it have that U.S. quote unquote feel to it. Same thing with the 24/7.
You could put a little shade. My thing is we have enough titles that are not used properly, Rob, on the roster already.
Yeah.
Why add another we don't know how to use?
Yeah, have you seen that? What's that? The movie's called Tag. Have you seen the movie Tag?
Not yet. I want to.
Okay, this grown-ups running around fucking playing tag with each other for their entire lives, and this is what this is going to be like.
But you have to get a 3 count here instead of just tag the guy.
Moving past the horrible aesthetics and the lazy look of the title and the very literal name Universal 24/7, going to the substance of the title itself. Yeah, it's like flag football for wrestling. Really, I don't get this. It's Falls Count anywhere. This is going to be raw. This is going to be exciting and cutting edge.
It's kind of like the WCW hardcore title. That's what they should have called it.
The WCW hardcore title?
That was brutal to watch. This
Was
is
it
the same
bad?
thing.
I don't remember it very well.
Yeah, I mean, except they're obviously, and we haven't really discussed it yet too about weapons. I mean, they're not going to be really.
No, it's not. It's not hardcore. It's not a DQ thing.
That's why I thought maybe they would call it like the Extreme or something weird. Calling it the 24/7 belt, that's one thing, Rob. I mean, the name is shit, but they have a series on the network called 24/7, and they use the same logo from that series on their center plate for this belt. And let's now run down the colors real quick. Here's what's represented in WWE. We have green, purple, red, blue, white, black, brown. I mean, where does it end? I mean, what color's next? Are we going to get a yellow belt?
Do we have a pink strap?
The Diva, no.
No.
That wasn't.
The butterfly had pink in
Right.
it, but it wasn't.
We've had yellow in the past. IC title was yellow for a while.
Was it?
But Warrior
Yes,
had a
he's
yellow.
right,
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely.
I think I blocked that out.
No, it was kinda cool.
Purposely.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I liked it. With Warrior, it worked, though, because he was so kind of neon anyway, right? Okay, so the subs. How long is this going to last?
I don't know. Soji's saying he thinks that the belt's going to show up on an NXT taping You know, and people like Adam Cole will win it for 2 minutes, and
Like have someone just run through the arena.
yeah, like, you know, Crash Holly shows up with the belt at the beginning of the night, loses it, 10 other people win it, and at the end of the night, he's got it back so he can show up next week on Raw still with it.
I mean, I hope
They're going to do house show galores with it.
Oh yeah, grocery stores. Kiera brought up.
Right.
Yeah, I hope they're creative with it, but I also I'm thinking in my head as WWE, maybe they're just going to be lazy and go, okay, we can spill a 45 minutes of the show with them just chasing each other in the back. Like, guys, go just run around and chase each other.
Well, and the thing is how do you expect this title to be legitimized when you take the jobbers on the bottom of your roster and Robert Roode and throw them out there? I mean, Brian, that's why the Ascension wasn't out there.
Well,
Because they're above that.
Right. They're so high above that.
Let's not get twisted. You know, the hardcore title, what you got? Just say it.
I think you might be getting a caller.
Okay, I don't have the Skype's turned off. So
okay. Anaconda Vice was going to call in and tell us the actual reaction of the crowd when they announced the title.
Oh, was he there?
Yeah, he was live.
Oh, well, it'd be too much turn on right
All right, sorry, Anaconda.
Yeah, just type it in there.
Saw the wheels turning.
Type it. Now I forgot what I was going to fucking say. Let's not get excited about it because the hardcore title, it's not like the fucking top of the roster was in there. I mean, you had great wrestlers, great talent, but I mean, Big Boss Man, Al Snow.
Didn't Undertaker have it at one point?
Did he? I don't remember. Maybe he did.
He did. Undertaker had it
For a minute.
I want to say at the end of his American Badass run.
Okay.
Is that when he was making like Tommy Dreamer drink all
But
the
so
fucking
my point is,
worldly shit?
Yeah.
you can't sit there and shit on it, Adam, because they got the jobbers doing it. They've always had the jobbers doing this kind
It's
of
always
belt.
been a secondary belt.
No, but I'm
Right.
saying why bring this in? Again, you don't use the IC or the US right.
Maybe-
you don't know how to use
Yeah.
any of your tag team belts right, including the women who haven't defended it since they won it 7 weeks ago.
I think this is just a way to get a lot of those the people on the roster that we're not getting on TV, to get them a little moment on TV. You just use them this way.
Yeah, Undertaker lost it to Maven, our stat boy Stike says.
Fucking Maven.
Wow.
And by the way, Juan is here now.
What's up, Juan?
Soji's also joining us. Juan, out of hiatus, is back.
I mean, at least it lets them open up the realm of going outside of the ring. I think that's essentially what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to look different.
Yeah.
They want to do things.
They have
Falls Count
Anywhere all the
not traditional.
time.
No,
Yeah,
but we
but-
haven't seen this in a while. We haven't seen it in over
we
10
just
years.
saw Falls Count Anywhere, I feel like.
Yeah,
with
Falls
Shane
Count
and
Anywhere,
Miz
not
at WrestleMania.
fucking-
So can they
Not
get
at Chuck E. Cheese.
Can they get disqualified? So like if they're in the back and somebody hits
No.
somebody with a road case?
No.
We haven't seen anyone use weapons, right? So maybe that is
Well,
clear.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to use weapons so much as R-Truth bounced him off a car, Brian.
But you could throw guys into
Into
like
things.
So it's like a video game
barricades.
thing. I can throw you off the scenery.
It's
off
WCW
the Coke
Mayhem.
machine.
You ever play that game? There was no ring. It was
Yes.
just you just
It was just
fucking
mayhem.
fought in the back, right?
Fucking crazy.
This is stupid. I feel like somebody's going to – this is going to set up somebody running along in the background to get that move that Braun does to KO that he now does to everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be running back there and run into Braun, and Braun's going to be the champ for a while. Book it. Next week, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is a Braun belt. So what's the Deadpool on this belt? 3 years?
No, I don't even think it.
No,
I don't even think it lasts that long.
a year. Give him a good year.
I got a question here real quick before we finish here. Black Arrow on the board is
Yeah.
saying this. What do you think, like, why didn't they just bring back the hardcore title?
Because
Give it a green strap if that's what you want.
Because I don't want it to be the Attitude Era.
right, and
Which
that,
I
and,
get
and,
that.
and that reminds
So
people
you
of
tell
like
guys
just
not to swing weapons.
of dangerous moves and concussions, and it just has a lot of baggage.
No,
to
I
it
just,
that-
I just don't think he wants to feel like he needs to, bring the Attitude Era back literally to compete.
and it's not hardcore, right?
so
and it's not hardcore.
But Soji said the 24/7 is just the PG era version.
Well, no, yeah,
course it is.
it's a two-hand touch flag football fucking tag. It's all it is. It's a game of tag. I mean, you find somebody and you hit them and you pin them on the concrete. You don't hit them with things. You hit them with a double axe handle.
And now, how do you do with different rosters and wild card rules and 24/7 belt? Like, you have so many rules governing that are crossing this. I don't know what the fuck's going to go on.
I don't know what
One
rules you're
set-
talking about, but
Well, because you're only allowed to have 3 wild card guys or 4 wild card guys jump.
that is totally I think that has been completely washed away.
Oh, I know it has,
They
but
are
I'm
just
saying
integrating.
They keep adding all these rules that erase other rules. Juan says 6 months. I say by Mania of next year,
Yeah.
it's gone.
I love that SmackDown was like, we want to have a more like realistic, show and presentation, more
Yeah.
sports feel. And WWE, they were like, got it, and they introduced this fucking stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just stay on Raw. They said the last hour, right? Didn't they say that?
Anaconda Vice
Hey, I
just
didn't
says
get
call
that
it
either.
the Jobber's title. Yeah. Board, can you help us out? We're confused by it because we don't like to listen when Michael Cole speaks. But
No, you like to talk over him.
Well,
Yeah.
that too. It's a double entendre there.
It's so hard to watch with him.
But what the hell was Mick Foley saying about the last hour? And
They're going to get Raw.
all the graphics went black and white. I mean, what did they take away? Pyro from us. They've taken away storylines. Now graphics are in black and white.
I heard the Fox deal is going to bring back Pyro.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's good
I heard that.
for FS1.
We won't be watching. No, no. Apparently that's apparently in the contract from the rumor mill. The contract says that they cannot be moved to FS1.
Then where is that coming from? Because that's not. I didn't just read it
Probably
on one
from
source.
Dave fucking I think I know everything Meltzer.
But that he wasn't the only one reporting that.
good old Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave.
I don't know. This is
I'm good.
you
I'm
good?
good.
Are we all good on this one?
Yeah, Joey Ryan's probably pissed. He used to do this with DDT.
Hey, quick speed round.
Oh, I was gonna say 24/7. They're gonna use like at your house. Somebody's gonna get ambushed
Well,
at their house.
that's what he did. I think at one point someone was sleeping and he had a referee and they all
Yeah.
tiptoed in there and the ref counted 1, 2, 3 and just kind of whispered. So they could do silly shit like that. I could see them doing it, but it just still like the lasting effect. How long can you actually really do that for?
Yeah. And fuck you girls, you
know,
can't play.
You know, with SmackDown 205 going right after it, it'll happen. It'll spill over there. Quick speed round.
Yeah.
I know I said I'm good on the other topic, but we got green, purple, red, blue, white, black, brown. Speed round. What's the next color belt introduced?
This is the topic that is all in your fascination. I don't care.
I'm going with pink.
I just don't want to think
I
about
think
it.
there'll be the
You
Susie
think-
G. Komen belt soon.
But you know what, Adam? That's damn it, I hate to do this.
The Warrior.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dana Warrior belt.
No, she's on the creative team. Maybe
Okay, let's
yeah, we're good. I'm good.
pick another topic. Lars interviewed by Charlie and then attacked by Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground.
Or Lucha attacked by Lucha.
Wait, Charlie got attacked?
Prince Puma came out.
Lars got attacked by Lucha House Party. Brian, are you good?
I mean, at least Lucha. I almost said Lucha Underground. Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
At least they had some shine, right? I mean, at least they. I know they scrambled towards the end.
This
but
is one of those topics where you just say I'm good and we can move on. Really? Yeah. Do you really want to talk about this, Brian?
It was better than yesterday.
Do you really
It was
want to talk about
better
this?
than yesterday?
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
And then I'm good. It was better than yesterday.
All right, moving on. My
Sorry, Lars.
Mars.
Sami Zayn versus Braun. Sammy gets absolutely fucking destroyed by Braun.
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
I'm so good.
Brian, you good? You're just going to be a Medine on this game, aren't you?
Oh, fine. I'm good.
All right.
It's so hard for him not to make one comment.
Well, yeah, it really
You'd
is.
think it would
really
be
is.
harder for me to not say
Yeah,
anything.
this is very surprising to me. I thought you'd be the one.
Yeah,
that would have to
Soji's
keep your
like,
mouth shut.
skip. I'm good with House Party. Like the board's right there with us, Rob.
Yeah. Well, what's Matthew saying there?
He says he wanted to beat those Mexicans back over the wall, filthy racist that Lars is.
Right.
Are you doing
it's-
AEW pay-per-view recap show, Rob? I don't know. We might, but we haven't
Well,
even.
he'll be out of town.
Oh,
the
that's
problem,
right.
The problem is I'm out of town, guys.
Yeah, we're still trying to schedule how we're gonna even fucking watch it, honestly. So
Well, I mean, it's on.
Well,
it's on
the
pay-per-view.
other
You can
part
watch
of
it.
the problem is I offered to pay for it. And
Well, I figured
I'm
you would
gonna be
still,
out of town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you could still pay for it and just let us watch it.
No, if I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to watch it out of town where I am, and you guys can.
So to answer, we're probably not going to do a double or nothing reaction. But when AEW kicks in, we will be doing AEW stuff.
Oh yeah. Hopefully more so than. Nah, never mind.
Yeah.
And this.
24/7.
Save him, Rob.
So we move
Yeah.
past Braun and Sammy.
Yeah.
We're good on that.
Yeah.
AJ Styles slaps Baron Corbin in the face. Says, "Hey, this is a slap in the face," and it slaps him. Are you good?
I'm good because I watched SmackDown last year, and they had a rivalry for a little while, and it panned out nothing. And yeah, I'm good.
Brian, you good on that one?
Yeah, I guess so.
Brian's not listening.
I'll just add to it that
That's how he's not going to participate.
that as much as thank you. The fuck. Let me get a word in.
You can just roll through it.
No, you can
didn't
just
have
not.
to
You can
stop.
just not talk when other people are talking.
I didn't say anything.
I'm filling dead air. What does it matter?
There's
Keep
not a
your
dead
thought
air.
train
There's dead
going.
air. There's
It
no
wasn't
dead
dead air.
air.
I was talking.
Check the tape.
Oh my God! I despise every inch of your soul.
Because I have proof, audio proof.
No, you don't. You're wrong.
Welcome to Tuesdays, brother.
What were we talking about here?
I don't even know.
Oh, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I think Baron Corbin he's getting a lot better. I don't know who's working with him or what the case may be, but in ring he's been better. I thought the promo tonight in the back with AJ, I thought it was pretty good.
He plays an asshole really well.
Yeah, he does. Well, it comes naturally. All right.
Good.
Do you know anything about that, Adam?
Adam, you want to check the board? What do you got on the board? Stop typing to the fucking board. Take the keyboard
Anaconda
away
Vice
from
says
him.
moving away. Stike says AJ and Baron and Saudi. That's what that was all about.
Yeah.
And Bangba says, oh, great. Adam covering AEW. He's just going to make up silly names.
Yeah. Hey, take the keyboard from him. Stop typing to the fucking board. You didn't come here tonight to hang out with the board. You came out here to hang out with us. Just saying. What the fuck, man?
I can do both. You're the only one breaking kayfabe
Hey,
that I'm typing.
Usos and Revival. Let's see here. Yeah.
It was a great match. It was a good match.
I agree, Brian.
Not great match, but it was a solid match.
For tonight, it was a great match.
I think it
by
was
comparison.
I think it was a textbook, and this is a good thing, a textbook tag team match. Just a wonderful tag team match.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good double teams.
Yeah, the heel did a lot of switcheroos and play with the tag parts.
Yeah, good
and-
false tags, good, false finishes.
One with the roll up with the tights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good match, and they don't get embarrassed. Now, do you think maybe there's backlash after the last fucking the Uzi hot bullshit, and they were like, okay, let's not pick on him for another week?
I don't know. I think that was so juvenile, and it resonated with no one. I mean, they are acting like they're the pranksters. What is this, Impractical Jokers? And the Revival, while I appreciate them trying to sell the shit out of that,
Yeah.
it just looked like they were acting like dogs, rubbing their ass when they got worms, Brian.
I'm surprised that it only lasted, what, two weeks now, I guess?
What?
That they've that did the whole fucking embarrassing shit.
Yeah,
to them.
the shaving thing. Well, it was spread
I guess
out.
spread out a little bit, but I'm surprised with the booking though. I'm surprised that they got a win over the Usos. I mean, not clean.
Maybe
but
they're
still,
trying-
figure they were just gonna keep getting buried until their contracts were
Well,
up.
maybe the reality of AEW kicked in, especially with the new show getting announced this past week, and they're like, okay, maybe we should actually try to win these guys over.
Right.
Well, Rob, and not just the new show getting announced. Like you said, there is a opinion across the internet that they are still just a T-shirt company, and the way they announced the show and presented themselves this past couple weeks is anything but a T-shirt company.
Oh, the press release was fire.
Yeah,
Straight up fire.
They're a legit company. For those who criticize, oh yeah, Cody just put his wife in charge of whatever her actual title is.
Yeah.
No, she seems to have her shit together. Like WWE is gonna be fucked like no lube whenever they launch.
Okay, so
That was very aggressive.
Yeah, big ups to Wilder tonight with that
You
tornado.
know I'm right.
Big ups to Wilder tonight with that tornado DDT, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came out of nowhere.
Good
I
wrestling.
don't think I've never seen him do that before.
I don't mean. Look, I'm listening to us talk, and I'm like, this is borderline sweaty balls, right? We're just kind of, oh, so this happened tonight.
Yeah, Uzi Hot is sweaty balls.
No, you're not getting my point here. I'm talking about our just overall demeanor, and we're like kind of PBSing it right now.
What do you want to talk about?
You
No,
want
just-
a fake enthusiasm?
No, I'm explaining it to the fucking people, man. I'm just saying that it's meh. Tonight's Raw was meh, and it made us in the meh. So that's the theme of this week in general is meh.
Well, I mean, it had some bright spots.
Yeah.
Cesaro, Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're gonna
I
get
don't,
there.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Stop talking
I'm not
about
getting
shit.
ahead
Why
of
are you
myself.
doing that?
Well, because we knew it was going to happen.
No, we didn't.
I didn't know.
Cesaro and Ricochet.
Hey,
Oh,
good segue, Brian.
Ricochet, the part of the bubble wrap generation. I love that.
yeah, that's good.
Look, so the backstage segment here where I want to talk about it, obviously.
Yeah.
The backstage segment here where Ricochet was in the trainer's office, and our trainer's room, and Cesaro comes up, reminded me of exactly what you'd see on the WWE 2K game, right? Just that scene where you're getting wrapped up, and here comes Cesaro, and the script was the same, the emotional build was the same, the help him out, he's got something to do with me, tape him, something like, it was very much video game, which is fine. right? It's okay.
The only thing missing was the subtitles. Yeah.
Right.
And the pause to like
Yeah.
choose your
Yeah, exactly.
right.
The pause.
Yeah.
What do we think about this direction with Ricochet, making him into the young rookie who's got the potential and he's scratching and clawing to get there, but he just can't quite get past the veterans?
Well, first of all, I don't even think we've addressed the fact of his music changing, right? We know we
You
always
just
say,
don't like the bullet Ricochet.
No,
That's-
I fucking hate it. I hate it. See, another example of WWE being so literal. Like, his name is Ricochet. Okay, we have to have something in there that shows that he's a Ricochet.
If it sounded like a bullet in a submarine, I'd be okay with it. It sounds like spaceman spiff guns, like pew pew. It sounds like lasers. It doesn't sound like a bullet like actually bouncing and ricocheting.
Vince hears something and he goes to the most obvious stupid thing. Ricochet. Oh, yeah.
Anaconda Vice says tonight we just realized that Ricochet's a jobber. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let me just say this right now before we go further into Ricochet being a jobber. Cesaro's new theme. Number one, his background is the same as our background when we do our opening monologue spot. the
Thief.
Animated. Yes. We had it first, number one.
Check the
and I'll
tape.
just say digitaljuice.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice plug.
Good. Yeah, thank you. Should pay us for that. But also, how underclimactic was this? I don't even know if that's a fucking word.
Well, what I think is funny, Rob, is Cesaro now, since
Anticlimactic,
the
I
bar
guess, yeah.
broke up, is 2-0,
Yeah.
and he still can't get new trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But just focusing on the idea behind an entrance song. Way to just not reply about the question.
Well, this was all I had to say. I'm good now.
Okay. The entrance song should be, either a huge pop moment to get you right away, or at least a good timed 4 count to a heavy beat.
Well,
I kept waiting for this to kick in.
He had the lights. He had the lights gimmick that was going like
That was cool.
That was timed out.
The
so
Tron
I think
was
maybe
cool.
that's his thing to try to get you the whole visual thing as opposed to audio.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, audio doesn't work as well as visual
No.
does. No.
But he should have had new gear. Why did he still? And he was still. They even were promoting him, in the for the match and stuff. Him doing the whole fucking bar gimmick. With
Maybe he's
his
doing
thumb.
solidarity from his fallen brother, man.
Could be.
Could be.
Maybe.
All right, you good on this?
It was a great match.
It was a really good match. It was that fucking gymnastics thing that fucking Ricochet did off of you said you don't want to talk about this anymore.
I don't. I was going to say, I was just going to add in that wrestling as a whole tonight, guys, was good.
He made me snort.
No, it wasn't about this topic. Wrestling as a whole tonight was good, even if creative wasn't. Just like last night. The matches continue to deliver is all I was going to say.
Which proves the point that we've been saying over and over to people
Talent.
is the talent is there, right? They have all the talent in the world. We got a lot of dirt sheets to cover some of the opinions we have, but okay, Ricochet and Cesaro, we good. All right, we'll get off it. This will be a quick one too. Roman Reigns and Shane, you beat up my daddy, says Shane doing the thing, and then we have
Go fight in the desert.
right. So Drew McIntyre's involved with this. Why he needs to be somebody's heavy? Why can't he just be his own guy?
Ever. From Dolph to Baron to was he with Jin? I don't. He's been with everybody. They never give him a shot on his own.
Of course, he was with Jinder.
I'm just a 3-man band.
So this leads to this little promo on the ring. Having Roman in a promo, God, oh my God. Roman and Shane, Super Showdown. Are they going to battle for the label of best in the world?
Sounded like it.
So it'll be the big dog that it's his house or his yard.
Is that the
he's
ovarian
the best-
trophy?
No, that's the
No.
women's battle royal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ovarian trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who wants to talk about Roman and Shane?
Nope. I am so good.
I mean, I'm good.
I love the booking of Roman with Shane because I don't have to talk about either one of them.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. If you're a Roman lover, fuck off. Miz said he's not done with Shane. Okay, that's it. We're done. What else we got here? Okay.
Soji says, I'm good with Drew being a valet again and anything Saudi guys. I don't know. I think he must be being sarcastic.
Yeah. Tonight we had another edition of the Firefly Funhouse. Yowie wowie. So we just had the entrances or the opening with the introductions,
Seemed like opening credits.
opening credits, and they went right to the secret, to my secret. And he did it yowie wowie.
Let me in.
Oh, let me in.
And
let
they
me in.
let Cole bookend it by talking into the promo and out of it.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Was this just for me? This was just right. Like I'm okay that they didn't give me the full segment tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you guys were like, "Oh, that was it," but I was surprised. I actually I like that it was short and sweet and.
Absolutely, I liked it.
I you're right, Brian. I said that was it because at the time I wanted more, but you're right. Looking back, it was perfect.
Sell me the secret, quote unquote, the air quotes. Sell me the secret.
And
one
now
more
I
week,
want more.
And then next week, next week you can go back to Bray. Yeah, give me the secret later. Yeah, okay. So we're good on Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
Did the kids have
Board?
shit written on their face?
Yeah,
They did.
That
right?
was creepy with
The
the kids.
one on the baby in the onesie that said "Let me in."
That was creepy.
It is creepy. I love it.
And
it's
then
so
the
good.
baby started melting and looking all distorted and weird, like the Train Spotting baby.
I don't know. What you got on the board?
Soji said he was disappointed in Firehouse. He said he misses Mr. Bray's neighborhood. You know, they can't do that every week, Soji, so I think they're kind of trying to not blow their wad for a change because you know how they like to do that. And Bangba says they're passing Drew around like he's an Instagram model from California.
Jesus.
I had to read that. That was too good.
Oh.
Good.
Jesus. So we got the what's this? Moment of Bliss with Nikki Cross.
Oh, God.
And then we got Becky Lynch. So Nikki Cross is now the Ed McMahon, or would you say, Brian, the who?
Andy Richter.
Andy Richter,
yeah.
The Andy Richter to Alexa Bliss.
It's a Mickey James, though, Trish retread. I
No,
mean, I
it
know
is.
they're different characters, but the roles are the same.
100%. 100%. And then so we get the Iconics, which thank you for that. I needed that uplifting moment because they're just fucking love them. They're
And
like
then-
they come out sounding like birds chirping. It's fucking so great. And then we get Lacey Evans, which I don't think she's doing horrible on the roster.
No.
I just don't like her being in the top in the top of the card.
No, but my thing is that every Moment of Bliss now is like, okay, who's walking out next? Who's walking out next? Who's walking out next? It's just like,
Are we still talking?
Yeah,
Are we still
anybody
talking?
gonna get a pop? Okay, let's go to next segment.
Yeah, it's there's so much sound to be filled in there.
It's still hard for me to kind of take all that, to follow all that while Nikki is just kind of the way that she is on the main roster.
It still bugs you.
I can't get over it. I still can't get over it.
Nikki wants to play. No, Nikki's perfectly sane and she washes her hair now.
Yeah, and Becky won belt.
Becky won
boob.
Becky won boob.
She's only got one
I don't
belt,
even
but
get
she's
it.
got two boobs.
What does it even mean?
It means that she never had to have one removed. She was born normal.
She had.
We're just gonna end this now.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So that's all gone. And Miz versus Drew.
On the board, Anaconda Vice says WWE should change their name to RWE, Recycled Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's good. It's that's a
It was better than talking about any other crap.
okay. So the only thing we haven't talked about yet is the Beast in the Bank. I was trying to avoid it because I just
Money in the Beast.
I'm still Money in the Beast, Beast in the Bank, bullshit in the WWE, whatever. What do you want to call it?
I don't know.
It's gonna be a new T-shirt, whatever you call it.
Heyman's up there opens the show, doing his normal shit. I almost sometimes I feel like Heyman really gets it. Like he knows that what he's pushing is fucking absolute bullshit. But tonight I felt like he was almost bubble blind to it. Like he didn't quite realize that this is stupid.
I think maybe he did because that promo was so boring, even though he's now something different, and it was the same opponent that he added in the girlfriend. Like, hey, Seth, remember at Mania when you had to wait 7 hours for your girlfriend to finish main eventing?
Well,
that was the only thing of substance.
Right, and his thing is he's just there to sell, right, Brian?
Sure.
Just there to sell the match. And when it's like, here's a pile of shit. I'm going to give it to you, and I want you to sell this.
It'll be interesting though with now with Lesnar, with his schedule seemingly kind of open with no UFC stuff. Now maybe we'll see him on. Maybe he'll be a wild card tomorrow. Who fucking knows?
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. If Lesnar took on a full-time schedule, would we be more like, okay, he can be champion now? Or are we just tired of Lesnar in general?
I
Because they made him too unbeatable.
I don't think it's even the unbeatable. I think giving him a record and an accolade that he did not earn, He left right in the middle of like 1 year of a 10-year contract originally. He's gone to UFC. He's not. So
you're bitching about all the old stuff?
I'm bitching about just in general the whole legacy of him. When you ask, "Are we done?" You have to ask, "Does it all add up?" There's nothing left. There's no legs to me on Brock, and you bring him back 6 weeks after he left to go against the same guy, Seth Rollins, but now he's got a briefcase. That's your difference.
I'll tell you who he's cashing in on.
Who?
R-Truth.
You take the 24/7.
If you want to strap that thing to him, man, come on.
Yeah, he'll take it to Minnesota.
Right
Be
to
like,
the
"Fuck
fucking
you!
moon."
You don't know where I live."
I'm gonna be honest, Adam. Everything you just said seemed right there was confusing as fuck to me. Like
My
He
point
has no
is,
legs.
Yes, there's nothing else to do here. Brock is out there dancing with the briefcase like it's an 80s boombox.
Okay.
My point is Rob, where's he going to go? Is he going to go face Roman? Is he going to go face Seth? We've seen that. It's not that we're against Brock being full-time or whatever. It's that this is recycled. We have seen this. Think of all the other rivalries you could pick other than that don't involve Brock. All the other stories you can tell. He holds TV time hostage that doesn't need. Chris Jericho said it best with the oozing of sarcasm in his tweet where he said, "Yeah, you put it on the future. Brock Lesnar definitely is the future of WWE." And what were other tweets saying? WWE committed suicide with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how they course corrected or made this any more interesting.
Yeah, so let's bring that up as kind of a side topic here when it comes to the Brock thing. Because Kofi's involved now too. Yay.
Great.
They were doing they're auditioning for.
And Paul said at the end of the show, he said next week we'll announce who we're going to go after.
Right, great. Fuck it, whatever.
But where are they going to have it at?
Who cares?
They're not going to do it at Saudi.
Okay,
Right?
there's a rumor going around that he is booked right now against Seth at Saudi for the title. Then after he beats Seth for the title, he's going to cash in against Kofi again in Saudi and take both titles, and we're going to have Brocky 2 belts.
Brocky two boobs.
And I got to tell you, the reason that I called the Brock Lesnar thing a little bit is because I said, what's the worst thing they could do? Well, how do you re-up your ante here? Give him 2 belts. That would make it worse, wouldn't it, Rob?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Like I was saying, the movie World War Z. I was trying to say this earlier, but I never get it out. The movie World War Z, where the guy in Israel was like, we have a council of 5 people. 4 talk about all the things that are probably going to happen, and I think of all the shit that absolutely probably won't because it could, right? That's not how we prepare. So that's how we should do it at WWE. We should look at all the possible scenarios that would be great for them to do, and let's find the one that would be the worst possible creative direction because that's probably what's going to happen.
And that's what happened last night, and I feel they didn't even try to do anything further tonight, but dig further by adding a green belt.
You could go ahead, Brian.
No, I was just going to say, did you guys hear the rumors going around that last night at Money in the Bank that none of the guys that were in the match knew that Lesnar was really going to be in up until like right before the match actually happened.
Seriously.
They were under the impression that Ali was going to win. It's out there that Ali was going to win, but right before the match happened, they kind of smartened him up to what was actually going to be going on. And
I bet they were pissed. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, that's what Bangbus is saying right here. He says apparently Ali was told he was winning Money in the Bank a week before. Then they switched it at the pay-per-view, telling him someone is pushing him off the ladder. They didn't even tell him who.
it's according from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful. Wow. If that's true, that's fucked.
Dude, I heard he took Stephanie to prom, so he's a trusted source.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, they could have saved it tonight a little bit if Seth would have turned on Kofi and like just completely wrecked him and been like, "There you go, Brock. Take that guy. I'll be safe. Take him." And went straight heel. That would have saved all of this for
Sacrifice him so that he can keep one of the belts active.
Because that's the only way to do something fresh.
Right.
If you think about it, it's Seth backing down from Brock. I've already got the title. I don't need to fight you. And Brock versus Kofi, that's new. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But at least it's fucking new.
Yeah, it's like rubbing stakes all over your friend's body and pushing him at the bear so you can get the fuck away.
They should have done a finger poke of doom.
Should have
Right?
done that. Yeah.
Brock
I
just
know.
When
poke him,
the
Seth
horde of
falls
zombies come, we just feed him Brian.
Yeah.
He's plentiful of meat, and he's got bionic hips.
He's not running away.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should fucking talk, mister. I saw you hobble over to the goddamn bathroom
It
before
was
to
the
take a
Golda
shit.
step.
Good.
All right. Anything on the board before we move on? Because that's pretty much all the topics from tonight.
Soji says, I think they could do this for Brock to do something different. That Brock milks the case for a while until they figure out how to give Brock 2 belts. Yeah, Soji, I think that's going to happen. So why? Anaconda Vice says, makes no sense still. They just think fans are oblivious to this shit.
I don't care.
No, they
Yeah,
don't give
I
a
don't
shit.
think they care. And well, we're going to talk about the Ryder point later.
Ole, arriba, epa, epa, arriba, ándale. Arriba,
Real quick speed round question. I'm pretty sure my cohorts did not even attempt to work on. It was the one big question. One big question from tonight that you might have had, or just in general about WWE. My one big question is, why are there still multiple belts? If you're doing the wild card now and you're allowing champions to float, or top card talent to float from brand to brand, then why is there 2 belts?
Well, and not just that. Even we kind of talked about this off air too. Even before the brand split, Brian, they allowed you. They kind of just featured people on SmackDown or on Raw. As they told the stories. You could be on either one, but they put you in a feature spot on one or the other.
No, they kept it separate.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if Rob and I are in a rivalry, that's a show rivalry. It's going to be on SmackDown most of our
Right.
stuff that week. Next rivalry, I'm against you. It's on Raw. They wouldn't have us bounce back and forth in the telling of it unless it was the big belt.
Yeah.
Mid card was that way.
That's our speed round. We'll just leave it with that one.
All right.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, I would have liked a little bit more clarity on what the actual rules are with the 24/7 belt, right? I mean, they just introduced it, and I know they kind of explained it, but there should have been like a graphic, so it was just very,
Like they do
deliberate
with the
in what they
Royal
were
Rumble.
doing. Yeah,
Like they
just
do
give
with
us the
Elimination
rules,
Chamber.
give us like something. But I think they probably don't even.
They
know
don't. The wild card rule changed in the middle of the fucking show, and they haven't stuck to it since. I'll still bet you that they've done 5, even though they call it 4 every night.
This is causing like a civil war between wrestling fans. Because my phone gets blown up all day, and every time I go on a social media forum, I'm seeing all these fans interacting with each other, and there's definitely 2 sides of the fence here. There are those WWE loyalists like, if you don't like it, fucking don't watch, and then there's people like us but you can't not see. If you're Vince, if you're Hunter, you can't not see that back to back. You had Raw or fucking dickhead win the Money in the Bank, Brock, and then you
I
do
like how you call him dickhead.
then the 24/7 belt. It's just constantly. Before that was Bukkake, and before that it was the Viking the Viking ride from Universal Studios.
Kabuki.
Yeah, I'm just
Enough
saying.
is enough. Is enough.
If I was a PR person, I would not fucking work here. Because it's one stupid fucking thing after another. They're getting eaten up over and over and over and over because of their stupid fucking decisions. And who's making the decisions? We know who it is. Okay,
At the higher power, brother.
I'm just gonna push the fucking button.
Wait.
What, Adam?
Before we start the clock here, Stike says they said the 3rd hour will be the 24/7 title goes in effect. That is, Stike, just for the record, that is what I thought they said. It's 24/7. Doesn't that make no sense?
That's stupid.
Yeah, 24/7, but only in this hour from 10 o'clock to
So
11 o'clock.
is it
Eastern
22
time.
to 7?
Why wouldn't they call it the 3rd hour belt?
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
It's 22/7 because you can't
22/7.
battle for it from 8 to 10.
22/7.
Nah, it'd just be 1/7.
8 to 10 is the only time that you can't fight.
Oh, it actually be
No, it's 10 to 11. You
it'd
can
be
fight.
1/1, 1 hour of
fight
one
for
day.
it, yeah.
It'd be the 1/1 belt.
60-minute belt.
60-minute man.
60-minute man.
Wow, good.
Speaking of minutes,
And start.
wait, no, you can't start me.
do we have to do the intro again for you?
No. I want him to start the clock again.
It's going.
I didn't even. Here we go. All right,
What
so the Vikings tried to vacate the titles, but Dawkins and company took jabs at their name. Raiders tell Regal, book it. So that's the main event. Roddy stole Riddle's flippy floppies. Keith Lee beat Caesar Baloney. Regal forgot the Suns, and they reminded him. Kushida, he's better than the finest. Bourne beat a jobber, and the DQ looks like it's going to set up a 4-way for the tag titles at whatever the hell, 25. Brockport.
Unpopular
Brockport 25. Bridgeport.
Takeover, Bridgeport.
25. Unpopular opinion. I have no problem with Kona Reeves.
I don't like it because of and I know this is weird because I know you guys, I was that good. I know you guys love Bianca, but Bianca is the EST.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do Kona Reeves 2 years from now, this finest gimmick, fine. Having it at the same time as a female on the roster who's already doing it is just, it's forced. And at the end of the day, he looks like, you know, a wannabe Rock Ric Flair combo hybrid.
Okay, and that was a whole bunch of shit and specific shitting.
I didn't know if that was racist, but it kind of sounded like it. But
I didn't call him Crockett and Tubbs mix, so.
Okay, there you go. You just did that.
There it is.
I think he's a good talent in the ring. I do. I think he's gotten a lot better in the ring, and that's what they're there to do is get better. It's it's a developmental program.
Oh, it's the minor leagues, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
By the way, I will argue with you. I will flog you. NXT people bitch out. It's not its own promotion, but it is. It is. No, it's developmental. Well, it kind of is, and it's kind of not. Right? They have the element of NXT that is developmental, the house show circuit in Florida. And then they have the division of NXT, which is their promotion, their moneymaker. Now, yes, it is a stepping stone. But I would make the argument they are their own kind of sub-promotion.
But what about if someone from NXT actually wins the 24/7 belt? Then the lines will be blurred even more, right? I mean, is that even a possibility? I know they said it, but is that just bullshit, you think?
Well, they were gonna defend the women's titles on all brands too, so
Yeah,
And we're going to
fine.
give you something different.
Something new, something fresh.
Again, you guys are under the assumption that they do what they used to do, which is book things weeks and months out.
Yeah.
They don't have a fucking clue anymore.
Flying by the
They're
the
worried
seat.
right now. They're messing with contracts. They're doing all these things that aren't in, I guess, support or benefit of the television product. It's just an afterthought to them.
Yeah, and don't forget Roderick Strong. Here, Adam Cole. I got the flip flop for you. And it's got blood on it. Can I be in the club again?
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. I'm Roderick Strong. I'll approve this message.
Yeah, here's some flippy floppies. I had someone use them as a tampon, and I'm going to pretend I took out Matt Riddle. Hey, Berto's here. DP's here. All the old guys are coming back.
Hey.
All right.
Bomb Squad?
Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad.
Berto's not in the Bomb Squad.
We're gonna give you what you want.
No, you're
Triple
Something
H
new,
is a
something
liar.
fresh. In the coming weeks and months, you will be seeing new.
You'll be seeing Brock Lesnar win the
Recorded
Money in the
live
Bank.
from the Wide Table Studios, it's the Smarky Awards.
All right, let's do our award shirt. Berto's being a
Brian almost
Debbie
has
Downer.
something on his sheet. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've got some notes.
Go to
got some
Brian
notes.
first for all these awards.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
his
come
page
on,
is
what are you
full.
talking
I
about?
haven't filled anything out.
Well, you know,
Then it'll buy you time. Go to
that's-
Brian
that's the
first.
difference.
Okay, Brian. So we're gonna do the Marked Out Award, then the biggest push or bury. You get one or the other. The Creative Change and the LOL Award. So
All right.
go ahead, Brian.
My marked out award would have to go to Mojo Rawley. They're really developing his new gimmick, right? He wasn't in front of the mirror. He was actually outside of the mirror. He had some cool face paint, and you know I'm a sucker for face paint. So Mojo Rawley.
Go back and look up a character from G.I. Joe called Mercer. He was a ex-Cobra soldier that went to the G.I. Joe side. He looks just like Mojo.
Excuse me, are you saying MRSA?
Mercer.
Mercy me.
Like
Mercy?
the university.
Yeah, Adam.
My marked out award has to be when Titus O'Neil won his first singles title in wrestling by simply picking up a belt.
That's true. That's all he had to do.
You know, times are changing. Ladies can do stuff now.
Okay. I meant to hit that button. Sure, I'll give you a coin for that. Fine. My marked out award is gonna be when I thought that Seth might hit Kofi. When I just pictured a better storyline, I marked out a little bit. There you go. That's mine. I'll give myself a Roddy. This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message. Okay.
Giving yourself a ride.
Yep. Next one. Biggest.
Wait, board.
Oh, sorry. Board.
Rocky joining us late real quick. He says, it's great to have a gimmick title, but, you could just put the Cruiserweight title on Raw again. instead. didn't even think about that.
Wait, let me give him
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
That's a great point.
Didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Marked out. Let's see. Roderick Strong holding up a bloody flip flop. That's for Bang Bus talking about the wrong show.
He can talk about whatever he wants to.
And then Titus winning his first title. Rocky Stike. A lot of them going that.
Yeah, from here, I'm going to make a
Berto
proclamation.
says Titus was tag champ. Yes, Berto. I said singles. Check the tape, people. I'm speaking properly.
And he's the first ever African American 24/7 champion.
Yes, that is. He is the first Florida Gator.
And there's been 2. There's been 2 so far.
3.
3? No.
Oh, 2 African American champs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an executive producer acclamation.
Yeah.
Right? No, acclamation?
Proclamation?
Proclamation.
Okay.
Proclamation.
Declaration?
Right now. Proclamation. Hence, well, that's too much. Hence, from this day forward, the Smarky Awards shall be used for all wrestling brands on television throughout the week.
Oh.
You may use any program you like, from Lucha to NXT to WWE to PWX to Iowa Wrestling to Brian's Backyard Bandits.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell
Part
if
4.
this is a real thing
Yeah.
or if this is Rob just channeling his inner Vince and not thinking something through and announcing it on live.
I'm doing it.
on
Do
a
it now.
live broadcast.
We just changed it. Do it now.
I haven't
Worlds
talked to you
collide.
guys about it at all, but here's the rules that we won't explain. And fuck you, Brian. There's no graphic.
We're changing it. Damn it.
Titus got rocket strapped. I love it, Rocky.
Go ahead, Brian. Adam, biggest pusher berry.
Well, first, real quick, Soji says, I think it's ironic 24/7 after AEW announced they'll air on TNT. This is just their retaliation, supposedly. And if you haven't watched it yet, Gordon and Bandito was marked out, Bangba says, under your new rules. Biggest pusher berry.
Fabulous.
Mine's going to be Mick. You fucking buried him tonight by making him the bearer of bad news, so to speak. And kudos to Mick. I really thought he did everything he could, but when he had to stand there uncomfortably and wait for that reaction, that was the end of it, right
Did it not hurt your heart, like watching one of your grandparents like be in an embarrassing moment, like
He even
come
did
on.
like
It was the old Yeller moment. Just put him down.
he did the eyebrow raise thing and like just kind of was like waiting for them to like, come on guys, like.
I wonder if he walked in the
react.
back and like Vince has sucked and you suck. Everything sucks.
Well, dude, he almost like 3 times revealed it. Maybe he knew it sucked and wanted to fuck it up from the beginning.
We thought it was the Saudi
Self-imposed.
belt.
He wants,
It
We
looked
were
like
so
it.
he wants
irritated.
to do another Hell in a Cell. He's not fucking with me.
Yeah, throw me off the goddamn cell.
Give me millions. Brian, biggest pusher berry.
Biggest berry for me was EC3. I mean, the guy was, you could say he was chasing around the belt and he was in the title hunt, sure. But
Dude, he was the loudest tonight.
he was the loudest, but he wasn't even saying words. He was just grunting. Like, it just seems like he just does not care at this point.
Loud noises. He's cashing the check.
Right, exactly. That's what it seems like to me. I mean, he's like, oh, you want me to do that? Okay, I'll do that, but I'm going to do it fucking campy and silly and whatever. I'll do it your way.
Yeah. Mine is gonna be. I'm gonna go Barry. And hey, if you were confused, Robert Roode, about where your position was on this roster, tonight let you know exactly how much your value is.
Yeah, he's less than the Ascension.
Yes, you are a legit juber.
A juber.
Juber.
A juber.
I feel smited.
You're welcome.
Push on the board. Stike says the Revival getting a win over Usos. Let's see. We already did that one. Nobody else is catching up on the
Justin
barrier
Reside
push.
saying, I marked out for the running of the 24/7 Bulls. And yeah, sure. And Justin Reside says biggest bury is Mick. They buried Mick. So
Yeah, I agree with that. Soji says it's not much, but Becky going back to wrestling and no more stupid promos is good to see. He's just talking about he thinks that's a push going forward, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, next one's going to be the creative change that you would have made. Oh, God. Why do we even do this topic? I don't know. Creative change. Adam, go first.
So I thought this was funny. Brock supposedly was done at Mania. His contract expires. He's only off TV 6 weeks. When he had the title, there was many stretches that were much longer than 6 weeks absences. So good creative change. Now that he doesn't have the title, he can show up once every 6 weeks.
There you go. Brian.
My creative change would have to be, I kind of said it before, but I'll say it again. Just do something with Nikki Cross. Like, don't just let her go out there just be this vanilla whatever. Like, there's nothing about her that's like appealing anymore. Like, she's just another body right out there, and it sucks because what she used to be was fucking awesome.
I agree. I still think it's a ruse. I think it's a crazy person's ruse right now.
I don't think so. I don't think they're that smart.
All right, we'll see.
I don't think they're that creative. It's not even about smarts.
I don't doubt that. I mean, yeah, there always is that. Let me think of what the worst thing could be. Okay, that's it. She loses her accent and she starts wearing teapot dresses.
Bang Bus says creative change. Do something with Cedric.
Yeah, him too.
My creative change is just going back to what I said earlier. Seth Rollins. You got AJ Styles on Raw, and you got Seth Rollins on Raw. Those two guys, very dynamic. Both. You need AJ as a face. You need to put Seth as a heel. Seth should have attacked Kofi tonight. That would have been a straight heel move, and put Brock on SmackDown.
Left him lying there.
There's still a chance they could do something like that, right?
There's still, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Daniel Price says 24/7. No, it's going to be the 7-Eleven champ for Truth because he's going to be standing at a Slurpee machine waiting for challengers next week. Berto says creative change. Just explain things and make there a reason for everything.
Yeah.
That'd be a good creative change. And give Brian a graphic for what the rules are.
Yeah, I just want a fucking graphic.
Yeah, just tell us
Explain
outright.
it.
Don't send a legend out to stumble over his words and try to win over a crowd. Just put up a graphic that says, and have Cole go, here's what the belt is, and here's what it does, and now it's in the ring, and then they go and wrestle, right?
Yeah. Rocky says more actual competition. That's creative change.
Yeah, we'll see.
Where we can't predict the outcome. And Stike says, here's a good one. You'll like this one, Rob. Do something to make the Iconics title reign relevant. Stop having them job all the time. Every one of their matches in singles competition since they won the belts, they've lost. And not even to a rival.
They're like Dean Ambrose when he had the U.S. title.
Wow.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
The LOL moment of the night. LOL moment of the night. I'll start this one out. The Mick kept showing the fucking belt. Like, at the car, in the hallway, in the ring. Like, Mick, put the fucking bag on it. Come on, man. And the camera guy, you got to love him. He was trying.
Yeah, Kerwin in the truck was trying to help him out.
He's like, go to camera 4. Shit. Go back to 2. Damn it.
Damn it, Mick.
Adam, Brian, go you. Brian.
Steve, Dave.
I'm still not fully convinced that that Shane McMahon's jacket was. I can't tell if it was leather or just soaked in sweat because we know that he's a very sweaty individual.
Maybe Roman was wearing it.
He was moving around a lot. Roman's a very sweaty individual, also. Yeah, but my LOL was for Shane's jacket.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a Roddy for that one. Sure.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Thank you, Roddy.
Adam.
Mine's Paul Heyman tonight. Specifically, the one thing he said to Seth that after you were in the curtain jerk match of WrestleMania, you had to wait around 7 hours for your girlfriend to finish main eventing.
That was good. Don't forget about the son of Tricky Dicky Dangerously.
That was good.
Dicky Dangerously.
Yes, catch me outside.
Truth with the ref and the caddy. That's Rocky's LOL.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
LOL. Daniel Price says they care so little about 24/7 title that it has no side plates.
You noticed that too.
I didn't notice it, but yeah, that makes sense.
That belt was just so meh.
LOL when Corey Graves told Michael to get his singlet and get the 24/7 title. God, that would be the only way to make it worse. And LOL, Foley putting the title down in the ring and all the jobbers start running out. That is so stupid, by the way. Like
that really was ridiculous.
Like it's just a horse race.
Jobbers check in, they don't check out.
That's how they did the coin toss in the old XFL. They just said, "Here's the ball, just come and get it."
And run and get it.
Yeah,
that's like dodgeball rules.
Yeah,
put it in the middle.
Dodgeball. Okay, that all the awards?
Yeah,
I think so.
Is that it? Really? Awesome.
That's the awards.
So I guess now it's time to.
Well, this isn't so much a dirt sheet, but it's something we haven't discussed yet, right?
Yeah, we should talk about stuff.
And I know you had a lot to say about it too.
Yeah.
About the. Do you want to start off with this one?
Yeah, sure,
or
guys. Yeah, if you're thinking like, oh shit, dirt sheets, we're leaving. We're gonna talk about some shit. This might be one of the better parts of this show. So
well, the whole Ashley Massaro situation and a lot of stuff. That's
of new stuff.
A lot of stuff that's been coming out. And
we're gonna do this one first. Okay, no, that's cool. No,
right?
yeah, okay,
Why not?
Yeah.
I think this is the bigger elephant in the room.
No, I agree.
Yeah, this is the bigger one in my opinion. But the fact that now that she's that there's documents coming out from her affidavit that she had she was
2016.
She was suing WWE for and it's extremely terrible and for when she went over to it was for a appearance for like the troops. I don't know if it was a tribute to the troops thing or it
Right.
was just one
Or
of the
just
times when they went over
one
there.
off, yeah.
It seemed like it was a much smaller crew because of the people that she had named in the report. But apparently there was she had claimed that she was sexually assaulted, drugged, and raped while she was over there. And that WWE just kind of swept it under the rug and just kind of wanted to silence it and not really have it get out or anything. And that just kind of stirred up a whole nother conversation with us in the group chat that we talked about.
Yeah, they
last
made
night.
it seem like they told her to just suck it up and be a PR nightmare, so you
Right.
just have to deal with it.
But which continued to lead to the whole how it seems like WWE as a whole has kind of just eluded the whole Me Too #MeToo thing, right? I mean,
Well, they elude everything. Like I was saying in our text thread message from hell, whatever we call it.
Yeah.
What I was saying in that is WWE's almost like they're so immune to everything, right? This big scandal about steroids. Yeah, we'll get past that. The big scandal about people, dying young. Yeah, we'll get past that. Now you're going to treat women like complete shit in all kinds of different ways. Some things that even akin to slavery. Yeah, we'll get past that. WWE just flies under the fucking radar on everything.
What did Bob say? He goes, it took 10 years after Moolah's death to finally bust her.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a serious truth right there. 10 years after she's dead and gone, they're going to bust him. I wonder what's going to come out 10 years after Flair. I hate to pick on him, but
Especially right now.
His gimmick is stealing kisses, stuff like that. I mean, how many?
I think Flair's an open fucking book, though.
he's like, I did all that shit.
Yeah, I hope so, and I'm sure that I would like to think that Rick got consent because everybody probably would just drop their panties.
I'm sure
for
he
him.
did not.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of times where he was drunk off his ass and the girl was drunk as well, and things happen, and next day, like, oh, sorry.
Right.
I'm not saying he held anybody down against their will.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he probably didn't remember it either. Maybe. Not to
That's
excuse
my
it.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not to excuse anything here, but like them sweeping it under the rug from 2016 really makes me concerned. How many other things did they evade? Also, Brian, we suspected, I guess, drugs being involved in this, but it's an apparent suicide. It's not that she OD'd. A lot of things are pointing to it.
Yeah, they're saying that this was deliberate, that she did it
Yeah.
herself. And I mean, if this is something that was the result of WWE being negligent and just
Right.
not even negligent, just trying to fucking ignore the whole issue or just get rid of it.
So my question
Not
would
good look.
my question would be: Are they trying to say that WWE in some way was complicit in this, in her killing herself because they were the underlying reason for all of her troubles and torment, or are they just saying that she killed herself and there was these things that came out too?
I mean, it's hard to say that this would have happened if she weren't in WWE.
I mean, it
right?
really doesn't matter one way or the other,
No,
right?
it doesn't. I mean, no.
Well, and the board's talking about, well, she only did one tribute to the troops. Can you blame her? I mean,
I guess they're saying you can pinpoint when it happened is what they're trying to say.
oh,
there.
okay. Well, I mean, but this is a bad thing. I mean, you're doing all these women movements and everything first here, and you don't know how to protect your talent when you go on a. I mean, there are rumors, and I'm not excusing WWE and anything, but there's Apocalypse Now dealt with it a little bit, where the USO tours, the women on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these men are potentially dying. They just are making poor decisions. I'm not excusing them in any way, but because of that, you should protect your talent and make sure that they are never in a situation where that could even possibly happen. I mean, how could this? I'm blown away, not that it happened, but that it could possibly happen. I would think that when you go overseas and when you do a tribute for the troops, those talent, that celebrity is protected as if they were a VIP from a foreign nation.
Well, I know it was a tribute to the troops thing or a troops moment, but there's idiots everywhere, right? 10% of every different group is a fucking idiot. That's just it. You're the 10%. If you don't know you're the 10%, you're probably the 10%. All right, so when they go over there, I'm sure they have protection during the work time. But hey, everybody parties afterwards, man. That's what happens. Hey, you want to go grab a drink?
And,
yeah, okay.
and this was in the area where she said it was almost like the medical facility where she was, where they were keeping her. And it was she doesn't even know if the guy was actually a doctor. She said in the affidavit that the guy wasn't even wearing like traditional, like he wasn't even wearing scrubs. There was a woman that was actually like the lookout essentially while this guy was doing fucking.
It's horrible. It's a horrible situation, and I feel so bad for her family, and I hate that she had to go through whatever she went through. I can't imagine what can get you there. But as far as WWE goes and their complicity to this, they are.
They have to take some responsibility,
but they
right?
won't.
They gave a graphic at the beginning of the pay-per-view last night. That's their responsibility.
Yeah, this shows me that once again you have a chairman of a multi-million-dollar media company, media giant. They are a media giant, right? They already got their hands in all different medias. The Vince should be out the door because of this shit.
And there's no question, Rob, that if there's a lawsuit against your company, there's no question that Vince knew everything about this whatever. If I don't know what level it got to, deposition, courts, settle. I don't know what happened with this, but when the action was filed against Vince, he knew damn well what was happening and going on. It's not like he can go, I didn't know about this case from 2016. Like if it comes to light now, he can't plead the fifth is what I'm saying.
I think wrestling, especially probably WWE, but wrestling in itself, Brian, is almost like a police force, the thin blue line.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Nobody really rats each other out. I'll tell you you're being a fucking idiot to your face, right? I'll say you're fucking with this industry, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that shit. But I'm not going to rat you out to somebody else. You're in the club. I'm not saying there's not exceptions, and it's much better now than it used to be.
Oh, for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. This is how WWE's gotten away with this for so long because the old school guys, they live by that code. And they don't talk about shit.
No. But this whole thing it kind of goes along with what they do sometimes. It seems like there's been situations in the past where there hasn't been a great situation that a superstar has gotten themselves in, and WWE, what do? They'll just try to they'll take the guy off TV or girl off TV and just kind of really just silence them essentially and not have them talk or say anything about it. And hopefully that wasn't the case with this. I don't know. I guess more will come out over the next few weeks, but
there's a couple things.
I'm curious if this is, the way the Junior Seau suicide kind of really opened the door on the concussion discussions in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is that straw here that opens their WWE up to Me Too scrutiny.
I don't think so.
And out of all the sensitivity training and everybody getting butt hurt and sensitive on social media, it is what it is. But the Me Too is a real. Unfortunately, it's a real thing.
What would make it happen?
What would make it happen? Somebody's died here. They cannot sweep this under the rug any further. It's out there in Twitter. I mean, it's public record now.
I know. That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
Just take a breath. Calm down. I'm saying what would make this change? Their ratings are already shit on TV, right? Would losing the Fox deal, would that make them make a change? That's what I'm saying. You talking about the hashtag Me Too? They can hashtag the fuck out of them. They don't give a shit.
I mean, the most recent.
If all the women went on strike, would that make a difference?
Maybe, but I mean the recent precedent, and I mean absolute recent precedent is Lars Sullivan can be fined $100K for stuff that happened several years ago.
Yeah.
So this is back in 2016 when the affidavit was filed, and it goes back even further than that. Then hell yeah. The women should go on strike. We long said, and you guys disagreed with me, but even on the health issue, the healthcare issue, if all the talent decided we're not going out and walking out on Raw tonight or walking out on your pay-per-view, what could Vince do? He would literally need all of them. Like if anybody went out there, then you're fucked. Then the guys that don't go out there are fired, and the guys that do save their jobs. Like it has to be an all or nothing type of situation. Maybe you're right, Rob. Maybe if all the women said no,
I don't see that happening though.
I agree.
They won't. No, it absolutely won't. Okay. What else you got?
A quick one. It's been confirmed that All Elite Wrestling, at least Double or Nothing, is going to be PG-14 rating. So it's not
it's an extra gear.
It's not going to be this this men chasing around people backstage, putting people in trunks. Yeah, hot potato and all that shit. So that's exciting at least.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
No, that's really cool. I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I don't think – yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Update on Ric Flair. Apparently, so what they're saying is that it was he's recovering from heart surgery that he had.
Oh, okay.
And Ric Flair's wife, she recently told TMZ that the operation was a success, and that he's now just in the recovery phase, and that she just wanted to thank everyone for their support and their prayers. Now the downside from this, he is on the mend. He's doing well, but he's been pulled from his StarCast event. They were going to do the roast of Ric Flair during the StarCast weekend, but he's not able to make it there. So I don't know if they're going to put someone in his spot, or probably not. That's a pretty big thing.
That's big shoes to fill.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate this.
Who could you? If Hogan replaced him, is that even big enough?
I don't think you'd have as much fun. Flair would be a lot of fun. I don't know.
What do you want me to say? I just interjected.
No.
No, you're good.
No, that was just funny. Hey, Nickelodeon fans.
Yeah.
John Cena is going to be hosting Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So that's what WWE is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good again.
And that's all I got for today.
Oh, you don't want to do the Hunter thing?
You don't want to talk about Pac and
Yeah.
Neville?
Did you find the?
I sent it to you. I told you I sent it to you.
The Pac Neville
We
Hangman?
can talk about that tomorrow if you want.
No, Pac Neville Hangman.
You want to talk
calling
about
off?
that tomorrow?
No, you don't want to talk about it tonight?
We can talk about it tonight. You want to talk about it tonight?
I mean,
I didn't know you were following.
We got
This
dead
is
air.
shocking
we
me. I
got
thought-
dead air to fill while
I
Rob
thought-
looks up his stuff.
I know it's kind of old news at this point, but I did want to cover this whole story about Triple H being the most frustrated guy with Vince and the crazy. And this is apparently a writer had called. What show is this? I want to give him credit. No, fuck him. I don't care. But a writer, 3 writers called this podcast. Right, I can't remember his name. And talked about the frustrations they've been having with Vince. They're saying that, hey, not only is Vince just stubborn and changes everything last minute, doesn't use any of the ideas, the fantastic ideas that we've been coming up with that you guys don't even know about, but now we're also basically working for Dana Warrior, who is absolutely clueless with her fucking job, right? And it went through here with a bunch of different bullet points, and I don't think he sent me the same article, so I don't have the bullet points. Damn it.
Either way, well, what about Triple H being the authority figure in the back?
Daniel Price says it was Wade Keller.
Was it Wade Keller? Okay. And I had an article that had a bunch of the bullet points that I thought were fascinating. But the ones that like Dana Brooke, that she was the hardest working out there, but she gets nothing because of Vince. That they have all these crazy storylines. I just find this to be, and I know that some people like Buzzkill Bob want to say, oh, it's just somebody, they're just making it up.
Somebody back in catering.
Someone working in catering.
Yeah, somebody catering's making it up. It's not really true. I don't buy that.
Oh my God, the board is talking about how they want to watch that John Cena hosting Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
His hair looks nice.
That's really
I'll
what
tell
they're
you that
talking
much.
about, and whether he'll be better than Foxworthy and shit.
I think he
I
will.
can't believe that is the topic that took hold on our board.
It's captivating.
Do you have anything else?
No, well, I mean, Adam wants to talk about Hangman Page and Pac. Go, Adam.
I mean, the whole thing of the way they're talking about the way it was supposed to be booked. Pac was going to go over, but then lose to Omega, Dragon Gate champion. They didn't want him to look weak. The whole 9 yards. Some people think it's a work. I just wanted your take, Brian, on it. I wanted your 2 cents as the guy.
Well, they had the match, and they're gonna be airing it just before Double or Nothing. Like they're just gonna have it on their YouTube channel. But they're considering an AEW match, so the guys are both getting paid their AEW wages. But the thing that is interesting about it is, and you even mentioned it too, is about the whole the booking thing and how everyone is kind of saying that Pac didn't want to wrestle because he was going to lose. No, actually, it seemed that Pac was supposed to win, but the fact that the problem was that after that he was going to be
the end game was he loses to Omega.
Program with Omega, and then he was going to lose. And Dragon Gate had a problem with that because he's their champion right now. Which I mean, kudos to AEW for sticking to their guns if this is the case. Now, they are kind of going against what they've been saying about, the wrestlers have a lot of creative pull and they can do what they want. And now, before their first event, they're already having these kind of struggles.
I think it's a work.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Why would they have the match and then air it right before their show?
I don't know. Surprises, man.
You can have
this
John
could be
Moxley show up.
Because why wouldn't they not air it?
Yeah, this could be their first big work.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be.
Soji brings up a good point. I like the way he worded it here. He says, do you think there's so much hype on Double or Nothing because WWE is crap? And then what if it does disappoint for whatever reason? He says, don't hate me. I'm curious. I do think that from my standpoint, because, as Brian always has to educate me on most of these people and who they are, I am just looking forward to it because WWE is so much crap that I'm like, I love wrestling. Can you give me something worth watching? And that's where my hype is. However, I am going to be critical on it. I assume that when we talk about AEW, once we see the product, we're going to be critical, right? I mean, we're not just going to give it a pass.
We're not going to fucking blow it just because it's
to the question
something else.
Yeah. To the question, WWE or Double or Nothing will probably be good because we've seen another pay-per-view done by them, and it was good.
But apparently that was a lot of the Ring of Honor TV. Like they're
NJPW.
I think they're changing a lot of their production crew. So I mean, there could be hiccups in that. I doubt it. I think it'll be just fine.
Right. The big question is the TV program.
Sure.
How is that going to be?
We'll find out.
Are they going to go big fancy with their own version of a Titantron and big themes and pageantry, or is it going to be more UFC walking out of the fucking locker room?
I think they need to do something in between, somewhere in the middle,
like WCW did.
Somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even mind. You want to be a little unique. I always liked the whole ramp to the ring itself, no stairs. You came out there. I thought it was kind of cool at TNA when they would have the dueling locker rooms. Like one guy came out one side and one guy came out the other.
I hated that.
You hated that too?
I hated that.
I mean, I am curious. A set design is something. I mean, my favorite set still to this day is the SmackDown Fist.
The Fist.
That was coming out. I mean, watching Ray jump out from under the fist, it was cool.
Yeah, Bang Bus, I'm good, man. Wait. Yeah. Bang Bus asked me, I'm good. There you go. All right, that's pretty much the show, I think. Let's get something else. Anything?
I don't have anything. Tune in tomorrow night. Smarkdown, me and Brian.
Yeah,
we'll be covering it. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe Bob will be on there just to talk bad things about me.
It was good to see. I will say this: it was good to see Medine over the weekend, twice.
Yeah,
for Money in the Bank and for my daughter's birthday party. Special shout out to her as my final thought here. Happy birthday!
No,
second birthday. Yeah.
No.
All she says is no.
No.
It's great.
No.
All right, tomorrow night, Smarkdown. Thank you so much. Mark out like no one's watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Choking. Here's your pen.
Bang was like, you good, bro?
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live on WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
And I only say that because in 2 weeks now.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah,
really
it's
awesome
a mouthful.
Part of the show.
For more great shows,
you had no mention of because it wasn't on
electronicmediacollective.com.
What was it? So like the Velveteen Dream anthem singing.
That was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And I glossed over it because I didn't see it.
And then tonight the Roddy thing.
Check the tape. Everybody's saying
okay.
that.
All right, never mind.
I said the Roddy thing.
All right. I don't fight
Everybody's
with you.
calling me out on it. It's on my notes as line 3, and I said
I'm not want to fight with you. I'm just saying.
No, I'm trying to be constructive criticism. I missed the Dream one, and you're right. Because I read it in a recap. It was there.
It's not constructive criticism. You just throw excuses back.
I read it as he sang the national anthem. I didn't realize it was going to be like Roseanne Barr level of unique.
And that's my point.
But this one I mentioned. I missed that one, and that's why I'm saying I'm double checking my facts. But tonight, I thought I learned from the Velvet Dream national anthem.
I just don't think I don't think you can convey this. You can convey the spirit of the show just reading the text of what happened.
It's a minute. I don't think you can convey anything, but sure.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Then. Just do whatever.
No, I mean we've all tried it. It's a minute.
I know. Okay. Sorry about that.
You can't even talk about just any of it in a minute. One topic.
Okay. Sorry I brought it up.
No, I thought we were still having to talk about it.
No,
you say suggestions. You're saying I need to go more in depth and I need to watch the episode. For what? It's a minute. There's nothing. I'm again, we're having a discussion. What can I do in a minute?
I don't know, Ad. I don't know. There's
besides what we're doing.
I don't know. There's a trillion commercials out there that are all a minute long that are all different. I'm just saying there's.
Because they cover one thing. We're trying. If we only pick one match, I think we can cover it.
Okay, it just sounds like okay. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. That was a suggestion. That was a suggestion. That was all it was.
You want to chime in?
It just feels like just feel like you're trying to come up with as many reasons not to watch it as possible, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I commit 5 hours a week to wrestling. No. I'm not coming up with a minute. There's one. I commit 5 hours a week to wrestling.
Just keep it the way it is. Then I just made a suggestion. It's fine. I understand your point.
That's my only reason.
Okay. I understand.
Well, how else could we do it?
Not have it be a minute. That's the only solution.
We'll just do it his way. He does the minute, and then I'll interject with the things I saw, and hopefully I can catch up on the coattails or whatever was missed.
Yeah, I mean the only way we can do this better, to me, truly, is by no longer making a minute, or have me do my minute, and then you guys go, this is what you missed, and why don't you talk about this more, and actually have this on air. I think this plays as a decent conversation. Go, it's a fucking minute. What do? You go, and you guys come to the aid and defense of NXT, but it deserves more than a minute. And I don't know. You go, you forgot to mention this, Adam. It's like, why do you even bother? Like, you could have called me out on air, and I think that could be a somewhat organic work.
Can't call you out on air because you won't stop to take a breath.
Stream is still on, apparently.
Oh shit. We're just talking too. Shit is.